What's up everyone, it's Boris, new video, and today I'm going to talk about Latvia Supernova 2022 Eurovision selection. Who's gonna represent Latvia in Turin? I'm curious because studio versions are released, it's 16 of them, it's just enough. I even say it could be less, but I understand that there's some system, it's understandable actually. The quality of songs being from like, why is it here, to wow, this is great unexpectedly. Supernova in general is something in between. It's uplifting national selection, it's quite good. It has the playlist on YouTube, thanks God for that. It's just hard to find songs on Spotify. When I'm going and I'm listening somewhere else, like in the bus or on the walk, and whenever else than home, I really would like to have them anywhere else possible, especially Apple Music or Spotify, both ideally, because that's when I'm going to listen to music. Where do you want us to listen to music? And that's not critics probably for the LTV, the national television or the public broadcaster in Latvia. It's more on the artist because they're releasing the songs. Or how does it work? Can you tell me in the comments below? Let's get to what Supernova is. In my eyes, it's a big surprise. I just didn't expect much from it. There's no particular reason for it. I just didn't. Maybe that's because Latvia didn't do well in recent years. Last time they did really well was in 2015, and maybe the history is gonna repeat because Aminata, one of the contestants, is back in the contest with a really good song. But the question is, did she made it to my top 5? That's the reason why I'm not really doing reaction videos too much, because you wanna see how my regular reaction of music is. It's something like this or that, and the maximum what I'm doing is like, yeah, that's because I'm thinking about the music from the producer side. Is it well produced? What it reminds me? How it's going to look on stage? Why is it in the contest? Or wow, this is great, that should be in other contests as well. Everybody will be envy. Or fans will love it, but I don't for some reason. Fans won't love it, and I do for some reason. And all of this happening in my head, and then I can't do like, woohoo, this is great, or wow, yeah, woo. I maybe should do it, but I don't. Let's talk about my top 5. The 5th place was the hardest one to decide which song I will pick. The rest, for me, quite easy. In this contest, I either liked those songs or I didn't like the song or just had no feelings towards them. In those 5 I had, but the 5th place was special because I was choosing between Raum and Markus Riva for it. And after all of my calculations in head, what I like, what I prefer, the actually result was what I listened to the most with a smile on my face, and that was Raum with his song Plans. And it's nothing against Markus Riva. It's a good pop song, balladish, pretty good, very well produced, which actually counts for each of the songs in the contest. I'm really surprised with the quality of production is there. Even I don't like some of those songs, the production value is great. But around songs, it's more fun, it's uplifting, it's good, it can be really fun on stage, very charismatic, very visual, very, you know, when I'm going to see it, I expect fun only. And for me, it's not a contender for winning whether I like it or not. I don't think it's that's the song. But what I think that it can be super good for television, it can be very good for him, and I am expecting enjoyment. If this is not gonna happen, that's a disaster. It can happen, but I will be glad to be right. I like to be right. You like to be right too, aren't you? Well, next song. Beatrice Heischler. Is it how it's pronounced? On the Way Home. It's that's a good 80s vibe song. I tend to say 80s. It's kind of like 80s/70s/90s influence, I would say, with not so pushing. It's more like a modern wave of this style, and it's uplifting, it's good, it's just good. It's alright song. I don't expect it to win, but I enjoy it, and if this is going to be winning song, it's going to be winning song probably because the live performance will be just great, and I will feel the good energy through it all the time, because this is what is expected, this is what is needed in such song. This is definitely what is needed. Next song. Third place, and third place, it can be as well the first place, depends on the live performance, but if I just count the music quality and interesting points and how it feels and how it can feel live, it can be a first place as well. But now it's third place, and the third place is Zelma with the song How. Why? I love it. It's the big song. It's like a big song. Big, I can expect it in a huge stage, big film, big movie, you know, in big theater, with like this all overwhelming thing, overwhelming feeling as well. But it as well has this intimacy. It's intimate, it's like personal. It's like a good combination. It's more like an art song than a typical pop song, mainstream, I would say. And I like it. This is a definition of Supernova this year for me. That it's like this with lots of songs, very personal, very intimate. The story makes sense, lyrics make sense. Lyrics are not stupid, mostly. But not in this song, And that's the third place. Next song. Okay, and we go to the finals. Second song. La 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 la. I don't know why this is happening to me. Second place, that wasn't hard to choose. In one point, this is the best produced song in the contest. This is the song which everybody expects to be high, so there's no reason for riddles. It's Aminata and the song I'm Letting You Go. Awesome lyrics, awesome music, awesome production, and we know that it's going to be awesome live, or it's going to be well sung. Like, there's no doubt about it. I would be really surprised if this live performance wouldn't be the winning one. In my eyes, it's the second place, but I think this is a huge contender for winning and for a very good place in Turin. It's not a winning song for me, and I tell you why. Why it's not a winning song in Turin, but why as well it's great. Because all those four factors I said: great lyrics, great music, we know it's going to be sung live, great, and we know that the charisma of Aminata is just breathtaking. That all works. This is great, but why it's not the winning song? Because I think that the song, even its quality, it's great. It's something missing, but it's good. It's great. I like to listen to it. It's just I know why it is, because the song is just super polished. It's the ballad with how ballad should be done. It's the ballad, like, there's nothing wrong about it. Nothing like something is missing. You know what I mean? Like everything is so perfect that something is not perfect. That something is not there. This is really how it should be. The craft is great. The soul of it, I'm not sure about it, but you know, I'm talking about studio versions. The live performance, I have no doubt it's going to be great, and that's why I believe this can win the contest, just because we know how good Aminata is, and I can feel that the song is great as well in the way of how it's done professionally. Like, there's nothing against it. But it's not my first place. So what's going to be my first place? I never know what your reaction is going to be, so I'm very curious if you're feeling it the same way as I do. Because my number one is A Happy Place from Inspo. And there are several reasons for it. First thing is that that's the only song actually which got me on the first listen. Like, I'm there. I was inside a song, like in a very first tone. That just got me. That completely got me. I had this. It just touched me. That's it. You know, it touched me, and it still do. And I like to listen to it. It's already in my playlist for 2022 Eurovision as one of my favorite songs so far listened through all the contests. And is the song which has this uplifting atmosphere as well intimacy, which is typical for Supernova this year. but as well it got this artistry, it got somewhere else, you know. It kind of doesn't belong to the contest. But remember Slovenia in 2019, that was similar kind of vibe, something what it's just a new wave of music, new sound. We don't care, we go to the big contest, but we are kind of small, which we are doing music for how we expect. And this song has one thing, it has a surprise in it which I didn't expect at the end of the song. It just changed the atmosphere somewhere where I didn't expect it, but it surprised me quite well. Even it kind of doesn't belong there, but in a good way. It's something which like burned into you, and that's what I think best songs can have, something else, something more, a thing which is untouchable, undescribable. You just feel that this is it, that this is the best thing. I have zero idea if this is going to be great live, because I don't know how those guys singing live, how those guys are charismatic live, what the staging is going to be like. I don't know. But if it just keeps the atmosphere, and if they will be able to give this atmosphere throughout the television to us, my winner. Well, but I'm really surprised what your top 5 would be, based on studio versions, of course, based on what you feel. I'm curious, why do you feel it that way? That's the discussion in the comments below. Our ideas can differ, we can have different opinions, we're here to share it, that's your vision. I'm not emotionally attached to any of the songs that I'm like, yeah, this must win, and if this win, like, okay, I hate you. No, I don't have this. I can be a bit sad, I can be more like, wow, they're going to go high. You don't know. National selections are unpredictable in this way, kind of. But it's good that so many artists will be given chance. And that's as well the show for television and for the audience to just get entertained in those crazy times. So I'm really curious, if I entertain you too much, just tell me, what would you like me to evolve, improve, just do better? What would you like to see from me? Well, and I hope to see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and bye.